Welcome back, guys. This is Weebs here. This is What If Naruto Was Half Uchiha and Half Hyuga Part 5. Last time we left off with the Sasuke Ritual team being created to actually go find Sasuke and return him to the Leaf Village. However, of course, Naruto would be in trouble here because, of course, he would have to work together to bring back Sasuke with the rest. However, he has some secrets that other people don't know. Anyways, of course, Naruto has the Sharingan and the Byakugan, and here is when Naruto would finally reveal himself as being both an Uchiha, an Uzumaki, and a Hyuga. Anyways, oh, he's actually 25% Hyuga from what I remember, or 20. Well, he still has both, and he has Uzumaki chakra. Anyways, now Naruto, of course, once they actually find the Soundfall, once the team actually reaches the Soundfall, they do pretty much have to fight Jirobo. They fight them one by one because of the Soundfall actually being kind of smart, as in smart, I mean, knowing how to fight, and realizing that if they fight them together, it's easier for them to get Sasuke. Now, of course, once Jirobo starts attacking them and puts them in the Earth Dome, Naruto actually tells everyone to move back and actually destroys it himself, and Choji actually says, "It's alright, guys, go forward, I'll take him on, just bring back Sasuke." And Naruto says, "No, we're gonna fight him together." And as he says that, Naruto activates his Byakugan, and everyone was confused how Naruto had only one Byakugan first of all, and how he activated it. Like, what's going on here? Naruto says, "I'll explain on the way, let's kill him first." Anyways, now Naruto and Choji actually going for the attack first. Choji uses the superhuman boulder, pretty sure that's what you call it. Then Naruto uses the 64 palms on Jirobo, which actually pretty much blocks all his chakra points. And then Neji comes in with another 64 palms to actually do damage, this time, more damage. And just saying, Shikamaru's holding him in place at this point. And then Kiba uses a Fang over Fang, and Shino, yes, Shino is actually in this team this time, uses his poisonous beetles to actually pretty much get inside of Jirobo, and in the end Jirobo dies out of poisoning and pretty much damage. Anyways, this actually took quite a bit of time, especially because Jirobo was pretty much fighting back as well. However, they didn't take too much injury, they didn't take too much damage, no serious injuries. And anyways, now Naruto and the rest pretty much continue to then fight Kidomaru. Kidomaru versus is actually stronger than Jirobo here, as we know. Not physically, but since he's a ranged fighter, they need more ranged fighters. For example, Choji is not too much of a ranged fighter. Pretty much none of them there are ranged fire except for Naruto, which Naruto can fight any range, to be honest. Anyways, so Naruto tells them that he's going to be bringing him into mid-range, and then Shikamaru will be putting him in the binding with his shadow clone, the shadow possession jutsu, and then the rest will finish him off. And Naruto, and they say that that's a good plan. However, they will still back up Naruto whenever he needs it. Of course, there is a ranged fire here, of course, and that is Shino. And Shino says, "Wait, I know how to fight from in range. I can help you." And Naruto and Shino actually go up against the Kidomaru. Kidomaru realizes that Shino is actually a bit more dangerous than Naruto right now, especially because he sees the poisonous beetles and he can smell the actual poison, and he actually goes into his curse mode 2 to actually go and pretty much kill Shino first. And just saying, Naruto explained it on the way and said that one of his parents must have been a Hyuga, and that's why he got the Byakugan, but he doesn't know who they are. And they ask, why does he only have one? And Naruto says, "Yeah, I'm not sure about that." He doesn't explain that bit. Anyways, as Kidomaru tries to kill Shino, Naruto comes in and actually tries to stop the actual arrow by actually stopping with his own hand. He actually first holds it. However, the speed of the arrow just goes through his hand and nearly cuts off his fingers. However, he does have a pretty deep cut on his hand, and he couldn't take it. And he looks back to Shino and tells him to dodge, and Shino actually didn't have the time to do it. However, then and came in Neji with his rotation, which actually completely destroyed the arrow. And then Naruto got actually pretty pissed off, and he actually blitzed Kidomaru without him even noticing, and kicked him right in the back of the head, which actually paralyzed him for a few seconds. And Naruto then actually pretty much Rasengan him back into a position where everyone can attack him, and in the end Kidomaru was trampled to death pretty much, just how it happened to Jirobo, it happened to Kidomaru. Now the last two were Tayuya and Sakon and Ukon. Of course, them two will fight together because thanks to Kimimaru coming in, and the rest tell Naruto to actually go and get Sasuke. That guy seems the strongest, and Naruto's the strongest, and Naruto says, alright then. And of course he tells them not to die and survive, because if they die he will never forgive them. And they say the same thing to Naruto. Naruto blitzes past the two, but actually attacking them a bit right while blitzing them. And anyways, now they do feel the attacks, and they have cuts everywhere, and they realize that Naruto did this to actually make them lose blood, and the rest could find it easier, because as they lose blood in the fight, they're going to become weaker, they're going to become slower, especially because losing blood makes you weaker. First of all, you need blood in your body, if you didn't know that. And anyways, now Naruto actually followed Kimimaru until Sasuke actually woke up by now and went off on his own, and Kimimaru was actually going to stop Naruto in his tracks, even kill him if he has to. Of course, Kimimaru does not want to kill Naruto. However, if he really is pushed to killing him, he will. And anyways, Naruto activates his Sharingan because he can see that Kimimaru is an extremely strong shinobi. He can see that his chakra levels are high, and well, not chakra levels, but he can already see that he must be the strongest one of the Sound Five now at this point. But anyways, now remember, Kimimaru was meant to be like Orochimaru's vessel, well, not vessel, but next body. However, he had a terminal illness, and anyways, he was dying anyway. Now Kimimaru was already like Kage level apparently at the age of 15. And anyways, I wouldn't say Kage level, however, we know that basically he was considered to be very, very strong by Orochimaru himself, and that's no small feat. Anyways, and now Naruto, of course, being a pretty mid-ranged fighter right now, because of him actually not being able to throw the Rasen Shuriken, first of all. Second of all, because he can't just keep spamming the Rasen Shuriken. Third of all, he has the Byakugan and he's used to fighting like close range. However, thanks to his Sharingan, he actually increased his range to a mid-range, more like normal Naruto. However, now Naruto can fight long ranges as well, thanks to his shadow clones. Of course, Kimimaru was just slicing and dicing through every single shadow clone. However, Naruto, and he had enough of Naruto, and he was about to kill him because he saw that Naruto actually activated the Sharingan, and he realized that this guy could be a dangerous person to Orochimaru. And so, because he knew he was going to die, he actually shot a projectile, a bone projectile from his finger at top speeds. However, Naruto didn't even, with ease, dodges it just by moving his head a bit, showing that he is very fast and his paralysis is just on a different level than other people. Even even Jonin level Hyugas, like the leader of the Hyuga clan, wouldn't be able to dodge that. However, Naruto easily dodged that and then just said, listen, get out of my way or you die. I don't care who you are, I don't care what you want, just get out of my way. Kimimaru gets into his Curse Mark 2 state. Remember, Kimimaru did go into his Curse Mark 2 state against Gaara once Gaara used the Sand Tsunami, which pretty much covered the whole entire motherfucking forest. But anyways, Gaara was like already Jody level back then. Like, that was mad. Gaara deserves more spotlight, man, especially in Boruto, man. Anyways, now Naruto pretty much has to fight a Curse Mark 2 Kimimaru up until both Gaara and Lee arrive. Lee actually kicking Kimimaru right in the face with his first gate. Remember, he was able to blitz Kimimaru with his first gate. However, Kimimaru was actually able to protect himself thanks to his bones. However, then Gaara arrives using his sand projectile and tells Naruto to go. And Naruto says, just don't die on me, I beg. And as he says that, he actually disappears using body flicker as fast as he can. And pretty much kicking Sasuke right in the back, and Sasuke lands on Madara's, stone head of the statues, Valley of the End. Naruto says, "No, Sasuke, where'd you think you're going?" And basically Sasuke's like, "God damn it, I was so close. Over and over again, you're always in front of me. Every time. Every single time, you never let me go in front. I'm going to kill you here and stop you." And after this, Sasuke goes into his curse mark straight away. Naruto is actually pretty much out of chakra at this point, using the both Sharingan and Byakugan at the same time, fighting Kimimaro for a long time, losing chakra, being pretty much slapped up by Kimimaro at first until he actually took control of the fight. And now, of course, Naruto does still have a lot of chakra left. However, he won't be able to use his Susanoo, which was actually going to one-shot Sasuke with. However, he cannot. Otherwise, he will fully run out of chakra and actually die himself. Naruto does not want that to happen yet. Anyways, of course, Naruto and Sasuke go into a taijutsu fight at first, with Sasuke being in Curse Mark 2, having the pretty much taking the lead and being in front of Naruto and pretty much slapping him around and being able to fly using the fireball jutsu. However, Naruto now activated his Sharingan. Just saying, he deactivated it, but now he uses Sharingan, and Sasuke was like, "What?" And Naruto actually slices through his fireball jutsu and activates his Byakugan as well. And Naruto says, "Sasuke, it's over. Come back to the village. You're going to lose." Sasuke then blitzes Naruto. Naruto didn't even notice him. That's how fast Sasuke got. And using the Chidori, he was about to pretty much stab Naruto right in the chest. However, Naruto pretty much barely dodges it. However, Sasuke wasn't actually going for it, and then quickly turns around with his other hand using the Chidori and pretty much impaling him right in the shoulder. Naruto pretty much nearly losing consciousness, losing consciousness, finds himself in his mind. And the Naruto has actually told Naruto if he needs power, he can take it. Take all the power he needs. Naruto realizing that if he doesn't take the power, he's going to lose against Sasuke. And Sasuke played it extremely well, catching Naruto off guard and pretty much getting a critical hit on Naruto's left shoulder and left neck bone, around the neck bone, the collarbone around there, and pretty much putting Naruto down. And he actually pulled out, he was actually holding Naruto up with his Chidori hand, the one that he used for the Chidori, and said, "I'm sorry, Naruto," and actually pretty much closes his eyes and then opens them again to reveal his Mangekyo as well, because he thought he killed Naruto. However, then Naruto opened his eyes again, pretty much healed up. Well, his wound was steaming, getting healed up. And Naruto pretty much kicking Sasuke in his one toes form and with the nine toes eyes. And Sasuke is like, "What the?" And basically Naruto blitzes Sasuke with the Rasengan, smashing her right into his chest and sending him flying. However, Sasuke actually pretty much lands in the same spot that he did in the Valley of the End in the original at the end of the series. And Naruto and Sasuke were about to go in their final little clash, and in the end, Naruto actually not taking, Sasuke having way more chakra than Naruto right now. Even though Naruto was taking chakra from the Naruto's, Naruto was not able to use it at its full capacity, and in the end, when they clashed, Naruto actually was the one to lose. They nearly lost an arm. However, they both ran out of chakra last second. However, Sasuke was actually still able to beat Naruto. Naruto falling into the water, and the only reason Naruto actually lost was because of that one hit from Sasuke, pretty much giving him a critical blow, nearly killing him in fact. And Naruto realized that even though Sasuke was weaker, out of nowhere, Naruto let down his guard. Even though he knew Sasuke got stronger, he still thought he was stronger. However, he was wrong. They were on par, on each other's levels, and Naruto perfectly knew that he couldn't use his Mangekyo because of his low amounts of chakra, and that was his demise. And he thought he was dying. However, in the end, he was saved. And anyways, now he was returned to the Leaf Village, and now Naruto wakes up to Jiraiya, and Jiraiya does tell Naruto that it's alright, it's fine, they'll get stronger. And plus, Jiraiya does tell Naruto that they need to go on a 3-year training, because he found out that the Akatsuki are going to get back on their track to capture the tail beast in 3 years or 2.5 years. Anyways, Naruto was about to leave, however, he does say his goodbyes to everyone. Sakura promises him that she'll become stronger and she won't, Naruto won't be alone again, fighting someone that strong. And also, no, Hinata arrives and promises Naruto that she will get stronger too, to help him out next time. And just saying, Naruto does leave and promises everyone that he'll become stronger, come back and bring back Sasuke. And anyways, just saying, the Sasuke ritual team wasn't as injured as in the original. However, they still went through the same exact character development. And anyways, now Naruto, having lost the third Hokage, his best friend, and many others in his life, and having no one to begin with, Naruto was grateful to have all these people. However, he was angry at himself for even letting them let go. And anyways, now he took them for granted, and Naruto began training even harder than ever. And both Naruto and Jiraiya learned how to throw the Rasen Shuriken, and also Naruto learned how to use the Rasen Shuriken by throwing it and using lightning release on it, so he can use a vanishing Rasen Shuriken while throwing it. And also Naruto improved his taijutsu, and he pretty much now knew how to fight in all ranges. And also Naruto was pretty much, well, Naruto didn't have his Mangekyo, Eternal Mangekyo. However, the Hokage did give Minato's Mangekyo Sharingan to Jiraiya, and Minato's Mangekyo Sharingan was actually literally teleportation, just like Sasuke. However, Naruto could only teleport in places he could see, and it was literally Sasuke's ability with the Rinnegan, just that he could only use it 4 times in a fight, and with the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan he could use it up to 10 times. However, this would be very overpowered, but people can get around it. It's basically like a nerfed version of the Flying Raijin. However, Minato's left eye ability was much stronger, and he was actually able to paralyze people for 5 seconds. And with the 5 seconds, and with the Eternal Mangekyo, that didn't really change. And Naruto would actually get the left eye ability, even though his eye is the right eye. Still, Naruto gets Minato's left eye ability and the right eye ability, so he could do both. So Naruto has 4 abilities in one Sharingan, Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. However, he hasn't got the Eternal Mangekyo yet, and you will get later on in the story during Shippuden. Anyways, of course, Naruto and Jiraiya get stronger over time, and after the 2 years, Naruto returns being much stronger, much more reliable. He was already an S rank shinobi. He was Kage level, and if you were to put him up against Kimimaro again in his Curse Mark 2, Naruto would pretty much destroy him with ease without even trying, and decapitate him within the first 5 seconds of the fight if you had to. Anyways, Naruto knows how to use his intangibility, and Jiraiya knew that Naruto's eyesight was going bad as time went on. And just saying, Naruto actually, even though going blind, once Naruto went blind with his right eye, that means he wouldn't be able to use his Sharingan anymore. However, it didn't mean that he can't use his Byakugan, because he doesn't have the Sharingan in that eye, in the left eye. However, after Jiraiya knew that once Naruto, once he sees that Naruto's ready, he will give him Minato's eyes, and he'll tell him everything. Anyways, now, of course, Naruto and Jiraiya return, and Naruto and Sakura do have their bell test. In the original, Naruto and Sakura did beat Kakashi at the end of the day, nearing night time. However, here, Naruto and Sakura had actually worked together before, and so their teamwork was on a different level. It was already pretty much top tier teamwork. It wasn't as good as, let's say, something like the Sanin when they were actually a team. However, it was close. It was getting close to them. And anyways, even Jiraiya and Tsunade saw how Naruto and Sakura were looking more and more like them, and even they will get even stronger over time. And anyways, now Naruto actually having all 5 chakra ninjas was actually, and just saying, Naruto learned a lot of things. For example, the Flying Raijin, he already mastered it by this point, and yes, he still had the scroll. Anyways, Naruto actually using the flying Raijin on Kakashi, and in the end kicking him towards Sakura, and Sakura was about to punch him. However, Kakashi was able to pretty much dodge it by actually jumping up, and once Naruto actually threw a Rasen Shuriken at him, Kakashi was actually able to whoop it away with his Mangekyo. However, Sakura actually came behind him, actually blitzing him, and pretty much punching him on the, on his spine, and sending him flying into the ground. And Naruto, while he was falling, takes the two bells and actually creates a water with no hand seals, creates a water bed on the floor, so Kakashi would actually fall on the water and not on the ground, and pretty much breaking his face or back, whichever way he falls. And anyways, now Naruto and Jiraiya, Naruto and Jiraiya was very proud of Naruto, since Sakura was actually impressed by how good Naruto got, and even Tsunade was that Naruto can use jutsus with no hand seals, and Jiraiya's it's like magic, isn't it? And Tsunade is like, yeah, very impressive, but like, what the hell? And anyways, now, of course, after this, Team 7, the next morning, they do find out about Gaara being captured. And anyways, now, Naruto and Sakura, Team 7 does go with Team Guy. However, they're ahead because of Naruto pretty much wanted to get to Sasuke fast. And anyways, once they actually arrived, to the sand village, Sakura began healing Kankuro, and in the end they took the same amount of time pretty much. And anyways, after this, Naruto and Team 7 do head out and do find Gaara's dead body in the hideout of the Akatsuki, and that is when Naruto snaps. Naruto tells everyone to get out of here, otherwise they will get in the way. And even Chio felt the pressure from Naruto, and she said maybe we should go. And Deidara actually flies out with Gaara's body, and Naruto's like, god damn it, Sakura, you take care of this guy. And then Chio says, I'll help you. And Naruto actually goes, and Naruto tells Kakashi to stay here. However, Kakashi follows Naruto because he can feel Naruto's chakra actually pretty much getting stronger and stronger. And basically, Naruto pretty much slaps Deidara to the ground, and pretty much in the end absolutely annihilates him. Of course, Deidara does try to explode himself. However, Kakashi actually was able to whoop away the explosion, and Deidara actually was killed pretty much. He killed himself, but in the end he wasn't able to do any damage. And anyways, Gaara's body was returned. Chio and Sakura were able to pretty much finish their fight off against Sorcery, and of course Naruto and was very saddened by Gaara's death. However, now it is what it is, and after this, Chio does still give her life up, and Sorcery does give the information about Sasuke and where they can find him, and how he was meant to meet with the spy he had in Orochimaru's ranks. And of course they do go there with Kakashi and Yamato here, because last time Naruto did go into a bit of a rampage. And just saying, Sai did join their team, and in the end the fight was pretty much not too similar to the original, because there were some changes, and Naruto does still go into his full tail state, and here Naruto was actually able to pretty much control it a bit, not too much. However, Naruto was actually able to control the full tail's form just a little bit, enough to actually not slap away Sakura, and Naruto actually just put out his hand and told her to stop, don't get closer. And Naruto shakes his head, and Sakura actually backs up, and then Naruto pretty much goes into a rampage against Orochimaru, using the tail beast bomb, doing nothing. However, then he actually was able to blitz Orochimaru and pretty much use a Rasengan and slap it onto Orochimaru, and Orochimaru kind of went flying, and in the end they had to retreat, and Naruto went back into his normal state, very tired, while Sai actually went off on his own with Orochimaru not. And anyways, after this they do follow Sai, and they find Sasuke, and here Sasuke does tell Naruto that Sasuke is pretty much stronger at this point and gets into his mind, and Naruto actually meets Sasuke in his mind. He actually tells the Ninetales to get the hell out of here, and the Ninetales actually goes back into his own cage and says he always ruined the fun. And anyways, Naruto then says, Sasuke, just return to the Leaf Village, and Sasuke slaps away his hand, and after this Naruto actually pretty much kicks him out of his mind, and was about to start a fight against Sasuke. However, then Sasuke actually backed up and now retreated. Naruto was pretty pissed off at himself for not even being able to bring back Sasuke. However, now Naruto was pretty much done, and they do return to the village, and they find out about, Naruto does still go. After a week, they do find out about Asuma's death. Anyways, yes, Asuma still dies here, and anyways, Naruto wasn't asked to go and reinforce Team 10 because of the Akatsuki being there, and this pissed him off, and he did ask why didn't they ask him, and they said that the Akatsuki was there, that's why. And Naruto says, I'm going out. And anyways, of course, Naruto actually goes on his own because he didn't want anyone to pretty much get killed, and from his village, from the Akatsuki especially. And so he went out on his own without even Team 10, and pretty much found the two Akatsuki members, and he said, so you two are Kakuzu and Hidan, right? And Kakuzu replied by, and so what if we are? Naruto's like, well, you're after the Till Beast, right? How about you take me? I am the Ninetales. And after this, of course, Hidan was like, oh, a strong fighter. And Kakuzu was like, he must have a massive bounty. I might get some money after capturing him. And anyways, of course, they were about to fight together. However, Naruto wasn't having it. He was way too strong for them, first of all. And anyways, now, Naruto was actually able to blow them away with just his pressure. And of course, Hidan actually went for his blood. However, Naruto actually caught his scythe, and Hidan was like, wait, what the? And basically, Naruto pretty much cut off his head and said, well, without your body, you can't really do anything, can you now? And after this, he pretty much stepped on Hidan's head while Kakuzu just watched this. Kakuzu didn't know what Naruto could do, and so he didn't really want to go for the attack straight away. However, once he saw that Naruto was actually about to actually blew a hole into the ground with just wind release, and literally threw Hidan's remains in there, and then pretty much buried it with the earth release. And he actually started attacking Naruto because he knows that if Hidan can still die out of malnutrition, he may be immortal, as in like he can take as much damage as possible. However, he will eventually die out of malnutrition, right? But anyways, now, of course, Naruto and Kakuzu begin their fight, and Naruto wasn't having it. Naruto was way too strong for Kakuzu, and actually activates his Mangekyo Sharingan, and pretty much takes away 3 of his hearts by actually sucking them into his own dimension, or the black hole that he pretty much has in his eye. And anyways, now Naruto says, just you and that one heart remaining. And then in the end, Kakuzu does try to attack him with his Earth Grudge. However, Naruto just walks through it and becoming intangible, and Kakuzu actually about to back up. However, Naruto actually catches one of his hearts, the fire release heart that was actually remaining, and pretty much kills it by actually laying out a ton of water release, and pretty much putting him in a water prison, which then Naruto electrocuted and then exploded. And after this, the heart was pretty much drenched and on the verge of death. However, the Naruto wasn't going to have it, and actually created spikes from the ground to actually impale it and kill it. Of course, Naruto then now was walking towards Hidan, and Kakuzu, sorry, not Hidan. And Kakuzu actually fought Naruto in a taijutsu fight, and actually thought he had the upper hand because Naruto seemed a bit sloppy and he took a bit of hits. However, Naruto was actually just testing him and said, oh well, I didn't think the Akatsuki would be this weak. And anyways, after this, Naruto created a Rasenshuriken, a massive one at that, and Kakuzu saw this, and Kakashi, Team 10 and Yamato, who were coming to see Naruto pretty much throws the Rasen Shuriken, the massive Rasen Shuriken at Kakazu, and he goes flying, and there was a massive explosion. And of course, Naruto is pretty much scolded for what he did. And after that, of course, Team 10 did thank Naruto for doing this for them. However, Naruto said, "I'm sorry for taking your spotlight. You sure took revenge on them yourself. I'm sorry." And anyways, of course, Team 10 says it's fine as long as they're dead now. And of course, Naruto, after this, pretty much returned with the Team 10 and Kakashi and Yamato. And anyways, that's where I'm gonna end off. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please stay safe. This was the King Weaves here, and I hope don't forget to subscribe to Retreat, Minimum on the Tree, also my friend Hxmesh, and my second channel, DB Lover. Today, part 2 of the Dragon Ball Wife will be coming out. And don't forget to get good quality anime merch from Beautiful Halo, and get 5% off on your next $49 plus order with the code MEME, MEME, and 10% off on your next $99 plus order with the code MEMES, MEMES, and get your good quality lamps from lamty.com, and get 10% off on any of your orders using my link and my promo code LAMPTY with the capital L and the rest lowercase LAMPTEE dash the King of Weaves. Everything is capital except for the O and F, just like on YouTube. And don't forget to follow Shokiro on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and join the Discord server. All the links are in the description below, and don't forget to leave a comment. And if you got up to here, right, hashtag link in the description below. Anyways, my dark links are dismissed, and peace.